would like other stakeholders to come forward and ask University of New Brunswick to...
Don't they have rules that have to be followed?
They say that they don't. They say that there's nothing to compel U.N.B to conduct a comprehensive...
Well, why wouldn't they make the rules in the first place? Why would they follow up saying that it's an obligation?
It would make sense to make sure that those rules are tightened up.
Another question I have, you mentioned about 10 years' time developing the other parts of the woodlot. Am I not mistaken that most of that woodlot was for perpetuity, for forestry? Well, how come they could go against that?
It's an excellent question, and the way they're getting around it currently is they're granting 99-year leases. So the Corbett Centre, that's all based on 99-year leases. So you have to ask yourself, pardon?
It's getting right, saying it's not permanent, it's
Yes.
for 99.
Yeah, and yet once you clear cut everything and blacktopped it over, it's not going to be turning back to forest, certainly within our lifetimes, unless you jackhammer it up.
The wording of the King George III grant is quite specific, and it's written in clear English, and it grants, it assigns forever, quote unquote, to the sole proper use of the trustees of the College of New Brunswick. And the language could not be more clear, that this is land to be used by the university, and it may take legal arguments by a judge to review whether or not U.N.B is overextending its authority. It's a statute. It's a public university bound by statutes, by provincial legislation, and these land grants are very specific. And certainly interpretation would lead one to suspect that granting 99-year leases to developers with the right of first refusal to continue those leases is a violation of the land grant.